So since signing my first client, 6 months after that, something weird started happening. So I started attracting fellow new consultants and coaches. Because by that point I had invested. I was part of like a community, and I had bought like an online course on how to basically build my consulting business. That was also like part of, setting the ego aside, and trying like getting some help and getting some, plugging some holes and some blind spots that I had. But yeah, some people in that community would just reach out of the blue on Facebook or LinkedIn and say, hey man, like, we see your success. Because basically like every time we got a client, we would like do a post where it's called like ringing a bell and stuff like that. And they were like, hey, like, do you mind if we just do a quick chat? Like, I have a few questions. I'm trying to figure things out on my own. Seems like you're doing well. So I was like, yeah, sure. And I started fielding like some calls for free, like just helping for free, no expectations. And very quickly, I realized that I had way more fun doing that than serving my consulting clients. Because serving my consulting clients was more of the same as to when I still had a job. Like I felt like I was, just helping other people enrich, like grow their businesses and stuff, and that's cool. But when I started helping people, just Mr. and Mrs. Everybody were like really trying to make this work. And then they would get back to me a few days later saying, hey man, like that really helped me. I booked my first sales call, or I closed my first client. Holy shit, like it's working. Thank you so much. Like I want to send you a bottle of, like, I don't know, like it really got to me. And I'm like, wow, there's the impact. There's the connection. There's the purpose. So as soon as I felt that, I basically finished up my projects with my consulting business, and I became this coach. I started coaching people who were basically where I was 6 months prior, which is they had just launched their business, but they had no idea how to grow it, essentially. And I started coaching people one on one, so I didn't have a program or anything. So I was like, hey, you know what? Like, let's get together for 8 weeks or 10 weeks. Um, we work on stuff like fixing their positioning, fixing who, like, helping them understand who they should be working for or with, making sure that we're working on a critical problem where people were willing and able to pay for their help. And then basically showing them how I was connecting with these potential clients, how to book some sales calls, how to close the sales calls, and how to over deliver for your clients. And so I started doing this on one-on-one, and I started getting some traction and having fun. And at one point, and that was like, now we're like almost April of last year, I got to a point where I had too many one-on-one clients. So I'm like, okay, let me do like a group coaching, which is usually the next step, right? So I would basically get like a small cohort together, and I was continue doing those 8 calls, but I would do them for like these 8 people at the same time. And at one point, like, you realize that it's always the same questions. It's like you see some patterns. It's always the same sequence. And I was getting tired of always repeating myself. I'm like, oof, like the fun is going to go away if I keep repeating myself. So at that point on, like, what I did is like I built like this hybrid of an online course, right? So like the stuff that I kept repeating, I basically built some videos, so like some training modules. But then I love the coaching aspect, and I love being close to my clients. So up to this day, like every week, like 3 times a week, we kind of like do some coaching calls. Like Mondays, it's like the mindset Mondays. So we make sure that everyone has a clear mindset to be high performance. And Tuesdays, like the Q&A, and Wednesday we dissect like sales calls and stuff. So that's where I'm at right now, right? I've got like this product slash coaching program. Like it's very intimate to how I like to coach and how people like to be coached by me. And yeah, like I spend my days bringing people in, and helping them basically get great results, getting some testimonials, wash, rinse, and repeat. Like that's where I'm at right now.